Hey y'all. So I think you saw me sitting here before I got to switch over. It was on the wrong button. All right, y'all. Anyways, at least I wasn't doing something goofy like picking my nose or some shit. Okay. All right. So, hey, y'all. Welcome back to Jackie Yaps A Lot. Um, I got two of my boys back on the line tonight, right? Well, today, I keep saying tonight. Today, Marcus and Byron are both back on the show, and we're going to dive into some dope conversations. But first, I just want to remind you what an absolute piece of shit you are if you voted for Donald Trump. Just wanted to let you know that, and to make sure you carry that with you every day of your life, that you're absolute garbage and your life doesn't matter. I said it. I said it. All right. So with that being said, Jackie Yaps A Lot is a talk show, but it's really blunt, and I cuss a lot, and we sit here and we bring you the uncomfortable truth. You understand it? We are here to demolish the concept of white victimhood, and we are here to call attention to and to also demolish white comfort, because white comfort is on my last motherfucking nerve. Everything we say on this show is our opinion, and we have the right to our motherfucking opinion, even if that orange twat sauce wants to make you feel otherwise. All right? All right. So I'm here every Saturday at 3 p.m. EST on Culture Flix, live streaming, and I hope I'm getting a bigger audience. Let's go. Let's go. But what else? I say it every motherfucking week. I say it every motherfucking week. Tonight's show will be on YouTube tomorrow at 9 a.m. EST. Okay? And y'all, we're up to 170 subscribers, and that's pretty fucking sick. That is pretty fucking sick. I think y'all are liking these top tier minds talks. I really, really think you're liking them, because not only am I getting, more subscribers, but the shows are getting more views. So again, tell your fucking friends, tell your family, tell everybody you know, subscribe. 170 is dope as shit, but it's not enough. It's not enough. I need more. I need to be making money off this show. You fucking feel me? All right. So exciting news before I dive into my top 10 minds. So I'm going ahead and I'm going to smile real big. So Jackie's Academy is on Substack's best seller list. So, like, I got a little check mark by my name now, and it says Jackie's Academy or Jackie A. Substack bestseller. And I reached number 6 on the Rising in Education list, y'all. Now, that's fucking huge, because it's like the last day of Black History Month, and my black scented ass is on that list and am now a bestseller on Substack. And why does that make me happy? It's not just about me, y'all. Like, it makes me happy because this is like the black community. This is for like the black community. Like, we're number 6. You understand? Like, all I'm teaching everybody is about us. You understand? Like, about our culture, about our lives, about everything. You understand? And that's just really cool. So I'm like really excited. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, keep going over there, keep subscribing. All right. I post a lot of anti-racism material. So if you white and you're watching this show, put your money where your mouth is. Purchase a subscription and you unlock a vast amount of anti-racism tools. Yeah, so congratulations to me, but no, congratulations to y'all, because again, that's like a huge win, not just for me, but for like the community. You understand? For the people. Like that's dope. That's dope. All right. So I am going to go ahead and cut over my fade. You know I love my fade. Here it goes. And we're going to fade into top tier minds. And like I said, I'm here with my boys, Marcus and Byron, who are so graciously so freaking quiet when I'm up here freaking yammering about myself and about my show. So fucking quiet. Wouldn't even know they were on the damn phone. But they're here tonight with us again. Say, hey.
What's going on,
everybody? Hey, everybody.
All right.
You hear
so
Byron?
As I say, my phone, y'all hear me?
Oh, I was going to say, you hear Byron loud and clear tonight. We got that feedback, y'all, so Byron turned it up.
Now, one thing, like I plug up my phone, and you know how with iPhone, you can go ahead. Once you plug it up, it can say something. So, my phone goes says the B Brown Group, and I always come behind and say, I'm in your city. So right now, I'm in your city, everybody. It's the B Brown Group. What's going on?
Oh, I fucking like
Exactly.
it. I like it. All right, well, you are going to be in their city with a conversation about the BAFTA Awards because what the fuck was that? And for anybody who has been living under a rock and do not know what I'm talking about, they're the British Movies Awards. Okay, and there was a white dude with Tourette's who decided to scream nigger when two black men were up to present an award. Now, the thing that I really want to fucking say first is that I want you all to remember something. This was pre-recorded. This was fucking pre-recorded. So whoever was editing that shit thought that, that's okay. We're just going to go ahead and leave that in there. Okay? And that speaks to the fucking level of the disrespect. But the other thing that comes out of this is, like I said, that white dude, he had a disability, he had Tourette's. So then what happened? All of a sudden, his Tourette's canceled out his racism. Nah, that's not how that shit fucking works, all right? That motherfucker said what he meant. He said exactly what he meant. Tourette's doesn't make you racist. You understand? That motherfucker is just a racist who happens to have Tourette syndrome. Okay? And what I need to say before, I pull Marcus and Byron into this conversation is something called intersectionality, because it was been very clear to me that a vast amount of y'all have no fucking idea what intersectionality is. Right? You feel me, Byron? Like, no fucking idea. Okay? So I'm gonna break it down to you. We all carry more than one identity at a time. And those identities, right, they shape how people treat us. Okay, so you could be disabled, right? You can be a woman, you could be black, right? All of those are three separate identities, okay? So just because you have one marginalized identity, that does not cancel out the power you hold in another. You understand? You can be disabled and still hold racist beliefs. You can face real barriers in one part of your life and still cause harm in another. Think about racist fucking poor white people, right? They're out there, they're poor, right? They have no money, they can't afford anything, right? They are facing real fucking barriers. But then they go home and they're calling the black person the nigger. They're still racist. All right? It's intersectionality. You can have more than one identity. And when you are white, that identity is going to trump it. Don't even like saying that fucking word. It's going to cancel out, for most part, those other identities. Because whiteness is so fucking accepted. Whiteness is automatically going to make your life easier, whether or not you want to believe it. And I'm sorry, if you are poor and failing as a white person in America, that shit's on fucking you. That shit's on fucking you. All right, y'all, what did you think? Come join me. I'm rambling. I'm yapping. Let's go.
Yeah, you're not rambling. I can just say this, when it comes to Tourette's. Tourette's is a disease. The words are in you. A lot of people, when they have Tourette's and they're cussing shit, motherfucker, those cuss words are in your soul. They're there. They're built in. It's just that the Tourette's is making you not control what you say, but what you're saying is inside your soul. So the fact that your mouth, said what it said, don't put it on the Tourette's and say, oh, I'm sorry, the disease made me say it. No, that was already embedded in you to go ahead and say it. It's already in your thought process. You just said it, you just couldn't control it. So we know what we're dealing with here, okay? So at the end of the day, it's what it is. We smell it out for what it is, and that's what gets me. It's just, there's no excuse for it. You know who you are. And that's it.
To piggyback off your point, Byron, racism is a learned behavior, and racism is taught as children, being observant, being raised by parents who, have ideas who are also passed down. Racism is a passed down from beliefs. Racism is child abuse. To teach children to hate other people who they'll never have ever met, and to ingrain that in them is child abuse. And these folks, especially, they have that embedded into them, and whatever disease they have, whatever ailment they have, whether it's being drunk, whether it's having Tourette's syndrome, like you said, if the racism has already been embedded into you, you're going to say what you know. And it's literally going to tell the truth. Like people say, when you're drunk, you tell the truth. Okay, well, you have Tourette's, you tell the truth too. He saw two black men and said he called them niggers.
And he didn't just do it, and he did it like more than once. That's the other thing. You understand?
Exactly.
And then think about the mad disrespect in that he also yelled out homophobic slurs, and those were edited out. And then Palestine was also mentioned, and that was edited out. But BBC felt impertinent to allow nigger to stay there, and I mean right there, like I said, the amount of disrespect and the messaging that sends is like, I mean, so it's
consider the black people consider the actors on stage. Michael B. Jordan, and I don't want to get this guy's name wrong. I apologize. I want to say Delroy Lindo. Was that about right? I hope.
Delroy Lindo.
Yep.
You're exactly right.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Those are black American actors. Would that person say the same shit if they were like Jonathan Majors or Lewis Hamilton, black English celebrities or actors?
Probably. Probably, because they're mad racist there too. I think,
look,
but
y'all gotta understand.
That's the problem.
We're talking about,
it's global.
When we talk about the origins of racism, it really coming from Britain. It comes from Britain. Okay, so you gotta understand that. That's this. I'm not trying to go off into another subject, but when the slaves were brought here to the United States, where did the people really migrated to come here? They really migrated from Britain. Britain was trying to take. This is what Britons do. If you go ahead and go into the history of racism in Britain, all right, it goes even deeper than it does here in the United States. So the fact of the matter is that, hey, what if it was two white actors that came up there? I don't think he would have had a cure bout of Tourette's. He probably said that crap because he really wanted to say that shit. Okay, right. So let's not blame it on a disease. You put that on yourself. At the end of the day, white racist people need to stop making excuses for who the fuck they are. This is who you are. All right. Stop trying to make an excuse, because your excuse make you more damn racist than what you really are. Okay, you just really proving yourself. All right. Oh, I had Tourette's. I couldn't control what I said. Yes, you could. Nah, you saw two black Negroes that came up there and you wanted to scream out nigga, and then you want to blame it on your disease. You know what the hell you did. All right, and that's just what it is.
And exactly. And then the other thing too, like the thing that really pisses me off when I'm sitting in there reading through my threads and people are talking is like all the fucking white people who are like, oh my God, like they handled that with so much grace. Like they didn't, oh my gosh, like I am so like blown away with like how they handled that. And it's like, listen, Tiffany, okay? Like the reason why, if they lost their minds, if they reacted the way they could have, and honestly, the way I'll say it, the way they should have, right? With that raw emotion, they would have got dubbed the angry black men. Oh, look at the two black men lost their composure. Oh, look what the two black men did. And they knew that. It's like people think that we're up there swallowing our hurt and swallowing our pride just because we're so strong, when in actuality we know what that it will be used to further demonize us. It's almost a fucking it's a defense in our own right, if you understand that composure that immediately ensues when we are disrespected like that. That's a defense mechanism, because we also know that our reaction will be scrutinized, and it always is. Our reaction is more of the discussion than what the action of the racist white person was. And that shit pisses me off.
It's code switching. Yeah, code switching is literally what we do to protect ourselves, because when we want to react a certain way, we're all of a sudden saying, how this will be perceived. We're going to be angry black people. We're going to be stereotypical our anger is judged as violence instantly. We say, because and rightfully they should just walk off the stage. I don't know. They're better men than me. You call me that? I'm exiting stage right there, and I'm not coming back on. Fuck you. Fuck your award.
This is all the reason why we need to celebrate each other.
Exactly. Well, that goes back
That's
to.
all the reason why.
And Byron, I'm sorry for interrupting you, but this goes back to. I don't know if you saw the show, but there was a show a couple of weeks ago that I did on the Grammys, and I broke down the Grammys, and I broke down how all these award shows are white approval. That's all it is. It's seeking out white approval, and that I don't watch these shows for a fucking reason. Who fucking cares? All white people do when they award us is tell us, okay, you know what? You are safe enough for us to now acknowledge. We're going to now allow you into our circles. We're going to say that, yeah, okay, now you can be accepted by mainstream. Who the fuck cares? Why the fuck? Black excellence, blackness has never needed white approval. Never needed white approval. So I'm with you, Byron. Like, we need our own motherfucking award shows. And I'm not talking about some whitewashed BET shit. I'm talking about, like, we need our own celebrations. Like, I'm sorry to interrupt you because I feel that. I really do.
All right, can I hit you up, Jackie? Can I hit you up, Jackie, real quick on this something?
Yeah.
You say white approved, right?
Yeah.
White approved award shows. Do you think them allowing nigga to be broadcast and not censored, do you think that was white approved too? Because I think so.
Absolutely. I think it's sending a fucking message. I think sin has pissed people off. I think that movie struck a chord. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And as a result, these two, I mean, it wasn't by mistake that it was these two men. You understand? Like, all of this is...
Okay, that's just... I don't mean to interrupt you, Jackie, but that's what I was talking about.
There you go.
That was a targeted racist attack on Michael B. Jordan, and Delroy Lindo was just right there as collateral damage.
Yeah, that was that humbling moment. We're gonna humble these niggas right quick. Them thinking that their movie's big.
Exactly.
Them thinking they're gonna educate.
When we talk about the movie Sinners, and the people that was trying to attack, the vampires was white folk. The devils was white folk. All right? So that movie has significant meaning. But at the end of the day, you got a guy like, Michael B. Jordan, he's coming up. He's really coming up. And this is like an attack on somebody trying to bring him back down, which you failed to do, because it's like, hey, that man is going to go ahead and be great regardless, This is why I say we need to celebrate ourselves. Who cares about that? I'm like you, who cares about that award? All right? Who cares about that award? Let's go ahead and make our own. That's what we need to really start doing, man. I'm tired of people trying to say we need to get more black people in the Oscars. We need to get more people in the Grammys. Hey, man, let's have a black award that's so prestigious that we don't have to worry about that. All right. When you cut off, because the bottom line is that a lot of the talent, a lot of the great movies that people, because I'm gonna tell you right now, it was just as many white people that watched Sinners than it was black people. All right. When we start this not giving legitimacy to what you're doing, all right, it's just really gonna go ahead and make what we're doing more, because you can't do what we do better.
Yeah, I mean,
there's no white Michael P. Jordan. Okay, look, that man. I'm sorry, you get a white actor, man, that comes, put all that makeup, come on stage, looking all buff and everything. He go back home, he gonna look like if he's 60, he gonna look like he's 60. Michael B. Jordan, well, he's close to his 40s, but the man look like he in his 20s. The dude is in great shape. He looks great. I mean, he comes out the par. I'm sorry, there's no white Michael B. Jordan out there. All right, and you guys don't like that because we're better at the end of the day.
Exactly. It's always the jealousy is always extreme, and I think again though, I think another thing is just like what happened with after we had Obama, right? It's these niggers are getting too cocky, too riled up. They're making too much progress, so we're gonna do stuff to try to humble them. And I think that I think he knew that, right? I think he knew that, and I think that's why he didn't react. Because he did not want to give them the reaction that they were literally begging for. Because again, because again, the fact that they did not bleep out anything but they did for the other slurs. And honestly, that motherfucker, after he said his homophobic slurs, he should have been escorted out. I'm really sorry. I understand that you have a disease, but if your disease is going to cause harm to another individual, then get the fuck out. I'm sorry.
It's like Harvey Weinstein. I mean, John Davidson. He's a British actor, right? John Davidson is.
Yep.
I hate to give this microbe any kind of fame, whatever, any kind of notoriety, but so he's a British actor. It's like Harvey Weinstein. Oh, he makes great movies and all, but he just sexually assaults 40 women. So let's keep on hiring him to make great movies until, oh yeah, he ends up spending 10 years in prison.
Yeah.
I mean, John Davidson and his Tourette's. I wrote a post on this on my YouTube, and you know, people want to bash me. They can do that. I said, I don't care about Tourette's syndrome. He deserves a concussion.
Yeah. I mean, I said the same thing. I said I threaded out that John Davidson doesn't deserve grace. He deserves to be a hard bitch slap. I mean, at the end of the fucking day, let's just say what it is. I mean, you say that word, we have every right to knock the shit out of you. And I don't give a shit if you have Tourette's or you don't. Watch your fucking mouth. I mean, if you know that you hate niggers and there's a chance that you're going to yell nigger in a room of black people, it's best not to enter that motherfucking room because you ain't going to yell that word and then expect not to get bitch slapped. I mean, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Shit.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's called, yeah, there's Tourette's in his life. So, I mean, you know, hey man. I mean, and no disrespect towards the disease at all. There's no disrespect.
No, none whatsoever.
I'm happy that there were black people who came out and talked about it in detail through TikToks and whatnot about having Tourette's and living through that. But you notice that none of those black people were ingrained in racism where they're calling white people peco. No, they never said that, you know, because that wasn't in them. This individual said what he said because he was taught and he was given a pass to say this shit.
And then his
like you said,
his whack ass apology, which wasn't an apology. That's the reason why this pisses me off, is because all he did was talk about himself. It went back to the white victimhood and the white fragility, and again, hiding behind his diagnosis, to excuse his racism. You understand? And that shit pisses me off because all that is, it's white comfort. It's just protecting white comfort. Because all he had to do, you know, is say, I'm sorry that came out. I mean, we all know you meant it. You know what I mean? But then let me just twist this back, because as I'm sitting here saying, you know, he never said I'm sorry. I think, you know, I saw someone post this and it stuck with me. And that's why I'm going to say it to y'all. Do we even fucking care if they apologize? Like, we know that even if they do, you know what I mean? We know if they do apologize, that they don't mean it anyways. So we sometimes put a lot of emphasis on the apology, but in actuality, ain't no apology actually really fucking matter. The apology is not doing it. The apology is not fucking saying it in the first place. Shit.
Fuck his apology. Fuck his apology. Fuck him.
And I think that if the apology really was something that Michael B. Jordan, what they would ask for, I think they kind of blew it off like whatever, you know, and I think they did handle themselves very well, you know. I wouldn't care. I mean,
under what they did, I mean, I would have been happy if they would have just walked off the stage and just said, you know what, fuck this. But I understand the grace part, and the people need to understand that our grace is forced grace because we are worried about our self worth, whatever. But they're better man than me. I would have taken that and I just would have just said, see ya. I mean, fuck your awards. I mean, I would have taken a cab straight to my hotel, or someone had to come and talk to me about dressing room and said, look, that I just was on stage in front of millions of people and some motherfuckers call me the N-word, and I don't care. I don't give a rat's ass if he has Tourette's syndrome. You're not going to get me out there like that. They're better than me. They're better than me. I would have just walked off. Man. Sorry.
I mean, at the end of the day, though, man, you got to look at this. You know, those guys got a brand, too. And I think that what it is that they're looking at it like, you know, I got bigger fish to fry. We already know who this clown is. And at the end of the day, man, he looked bad. You know, not them. He looks bad. So Well, why even worry about it, man? I mean, I,
I'm not worried
we
about it. It's
all,
just like it's not a
yeah,
worry.
yeah,
It's like I
I,
said, it's not a worry. It's about, hey, like I said, that's what I'm saying. They're better men than me, and
yeah,
I'm not dissing them for what they did. They are. That's the reason why I said they're better men than me. I can never be that strong because I was that person at one time. Not that established when I let shit just go, and it ended up me having mental issues on later on that I had to recover from.
yeah.
They know who they are, and if this guy is so small that he has to say that word in order to try to bring them down, he failed at it because in the end, all he's known for is a word. Nobody cares about what he did in the movie. No one cares about what he represents in British film. People know
Really
about
not.
him. People know about him from being a footnote who's talked a lot of shit from the peanut gallery and is a Tourette syndrome sufferer. Congratulations on your life, bitch.
What's funny is that what are you going to remember, man? Michael P. Jordan, by going ahead and being gracious, by going ahead and being professional, doing that thing. Okay, because and what that does is that represents us very well. All right, that represents us because you could go and act a nigga on stage. You could go ahead and act a fool. You could have went ahead and called him out right then and there, but no, you didn't. You maintained your composure and you maintained that and no, that is bigger than a lot of other people would ever done. But it says a lot about them, and they represented us in the right.
And I think the only thing I
Oh
would
yeah, no.
say is I hear and agree with both of you because at the end of the day, as much as I understand the road they took, I think what I'm trying to point out is that it shouldn't have to be. Like, we should not have to continue to be,
Absolutely.
you know what I'm saying? We should not have to continue to be the bigger people. We shouldn't have to make that choice to sit there and endure the pain silently and smile and push through it, and we do. But
Yeah.
it's not because, and don't get it twisted, it's not because we're strong, but it's because of what we were said. I think what we said earlier, Marcus, is that we were saying too, is about how it's our defense. You know what I mean? Like, we know the consequences of a reaction. And is there a right or wrong reaction? I go back to activism. Is there a right or wrong way to be an activist? Like, you can one day sit there and be MLK, the next day you're fucking Malcolm X. You understand? Sometimes you can walk away, other times you need to punch a motherfucker, right? And so I don't really, I think it's honestly, when it comes to that, to each their own as long as you're fighting. But I think what kills me when I hear this conversation is just we're still having to like congratulate black men for how they endured being called a nigger. Like, that's fucking wild to me.
Yeah,
Well,
that's true.
black people, not just men, black people. I mean, we are a forgiving race, and we are a race that basically, when people say we're so strong, it means that we let shit slide in their eyes. Because if we're strong people, then you can't say that shit to us. We let shit slide. Nowadays, we're not letting shit slide so much because we have to leave black people alone means. You know what I'm saying?
I fucking love those shits. I love those. I watch like
I,
3 a day.
it makes me happy. It
Right?
makes me happy every
Makes
time
me
I
so
see it.
happy. um,
They ain't John Davidson they ain't the John Davidson. They don't got that protection. These guys, these guys end up. So thank you, John Davidson. You just got a couple more ass whoopings for those folks and those leave black people alone. So
right?
congratulations on that.
So I think to wrap this
You
up
know,
and to go over into the next topic really is to just say one thing. And I think that we made this very clear when what we were talking about is white supremacy is a global issue, right? And it's in need of a
Yep,
revolutionary solution. So the
most
answer
definitely.
is to annihilate and dismantle white supremacy and to not be so naive as to think that white supremacy is unique to America. It's not unique to, I'll say, actually, I like to say United States, not America. It's not unique. We have a special brand of white supremacy. I will absolutely give you that. But this shit is global and it needs to be fought through that lens. All right, y'all. So,
That's exactly right.
all right. So I didn't have this originally. We were gonna talk about other shit, but then it happened, and and I don't like to say I told you so, but do y'all remember last week when I was talking about how Trump is gonna go to war with Iran? Well, Today, him and fucking Israel did what? They bombed the shit out of Iran, and do not get it twisted. I don't want to hear anybody say, well, Israel did it first, so, the U.S. Nope. That shit, as far as I'm concerned, was orchestrated. So that way Trump could say, well, Israel dropped the bombs first. Nope. This is Trump's motherfucking war.
So let's talk about that. We're talking about war. We haven't, and I'm speaking from the military sense, technically haven't gone to war yet, but we know the road it's going down. The problem that a lot of people, and I was actually talking to a JAG lawyer that I know, is Trump overstepping some powers. Because here's the thing. He does not have the power to declare war without the approval from Congress.
Right. What he did is illegal. But he did the same thing for Venezuela.
There's individuals that's in Congress, even on the Republican side, that has a problem with him trying to. What Trump is trying to do is overstep that.
But he's not trying.
Okay,
he's not trying. He did. So in my opinion, trying would be before the bombs were thrown. The thing is that he did the same shit that he did in Venezuela. He went in, he bombed them, stole the president. Yeah. Congress got all upset. Yeah. They wrote strongly worded social media posts, blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm. Didn't hold this motherfucker accountable. Now he's out there again, and he's doing it again. And yeah, I'm sure there's Republicans that are upset. I'm sure that they're like, oh my God, he did it again. But no fucking shit. And I'm sorry, the bombs are dropping. One of the U.S. bases was bombed. Like, the bombs are dropping. So he don't give a shit about approval.
Really bothered me about it was the fact that he said that there's going to be U.S. lives that are going to be lost.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude.
But the thing is, help me to understand. Maybe you can shed some light on this. Why? This is illegal. We all know that what he did was illegal. He cannot do what he did. Why the fuck did they listen to him?
Well, here's the thing. The U.S. can go and do a preemptive attack on someone. Okay? Now, granted, this was an act of war. But the actual declaration of war, he has to get approval. So he did it. It's like he created war without declaring it.
Yeah, because you can't bomb. Sorry, Marcus, I'll let you come in 1 sec. You can't bomb someone first unless they prove to be an imminent threat. Iran is not an imminent threat to America. Are they a threat to their people? Absolutely. But are they any more a threat to their people as the Trump administration is a threat to our people? Is there really any more of a threat? Could another country make the same argument and say, you know what, we're just going to bomb America or the United States because Trump's a dick and he's killing everybody there? You see what I'm saying? So, what he did, again, was against the law. The people in the military, as far as I'm concerned, should have said, yeah, nah. Like, this is not what every country's coming out right now. Like, even the UK is like, you know what? They told the US they can't even bomb from their military bases because this was illegal. It was against international law. So what I don't understand is if it's illegal, if it's against international law, is the military not trained on that? Do they not know that this was against international law? And if they did know, then why the fuck would they do it?
All the reason why Senator Kelly was saying you don't have to go ahead and follow illegal orders.
Gotcha.
And actually we're actually taught that, about illegal orders. And they got all butthurt and tried to go ahead and reinstate him and court-martial him for freedom of speech. All right? So these are orders to me that are illegal. Okay?
Yeah, and obviously, and you obviously can't speak to the mindset of all the idiots that listen. So I just was like, you know what? Like, what the fuck is happening? Like, hey.
Yeah, it's at a bigger scope, but he's teeter-tottering on stuff, that a lot. Now, you're going to have a lot of people that says this, because the United States under Obama went in and got, and here's the thing. This is what Trump is really trying to do. He's trying to really show up the accolades of Obama. Obama got Iran to sign a nuclear deal that was working.
Yep.
Obama went and did a raid that caught Osama bin Laden, which even a couple of the presidents tried to, Bush tried to do it, couldn't find the man. So Trump is trying to have some type of victory. The thing is you've made the problem worse. If you'd have left it the way Obama had it, Iran wasn't going to be building any nukes. But Iran didn't even have any nukes. They didn't have any.
Can I cut in for a second, real quick for you guys?
Yeah.
I think the elephant in the room is being missed here. I mean, the conversation is riveting, definitely, and everyone's hitting really good points. But the reason why, and I'm going to ask you guys this question: why do you think U.S. and Israel both did this?
That is the elephant in the room. Okay.
I'll give you a little bit of the answer, and then if you don't have the answer, I'll tell you. Okay, but go ahead.
It's kind of the same reason they were trying to go ahead and obliterate Gaza. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, but go ahead, man. What's your thought on that?
Okay, the U.S. and Israel are the only two members of, I want to say, the 159 UN member committee who are not members of the International Criminal Court. That means they don't obey international law. That means they literally think, and the thing is, the UN, this is something, Jackie, this is something definitely I want to hit you up on. This is the reason why the UN, the United Nations building, should immediately, after what happened today and what happened in Venezuela, they should do three things. One, they obviously should condemn what happened in both cases, Venezuela and in Iran. But they should request, and they should begin moving out of New York City. You cannot have the United Nations in a country that refuses to be a member of the International Criminal Court, that won't even call a genocide because the partner is also not a member of the International Criminal Court, who is literally running our government. You have two countries committing genocide, and the headquarters of the United Nations is in America. That makes no fucking sense.
Agreed.
Move the damn thing to Paris. Move the damn thing to Paris. Move the damn thing to London. Hell, move the damn thing to Singapore. It's an international city, or Shanghai. But why is America able to have a United Nations building in New York City when A, they don't even respect the mayor who's Muslim, and B, they don't obey they're not a member of the International Criminal Court, so they will never ever put themselves on trial for genocide.
That's solid. I didn't even think of that shit. I didn't even think of that shit.
That's why they're doing this. That's why they're doing this. I mean, we're not the United States of America, we're the United States of Netanyahu.
Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely.
The only reason why we're doing this is because he said so. And even though and yes, Trump is benefiting from this. And this is and I'll skip down to this in a second. I'm old enough to remember when there was a movie called Wag the Dog. It was done in 1998, and this is what I talked to you about earlier off camera, whatever you want to call it, Jackie.
Yeah.
When Bill Clinton had that incident with the oral sex with Monica Lewinsky, who was an intern at the time in 1998. You remember that, right?
Yep.
I sure do.
Okay. Now, what happened was Ken Starr, who was, I want to say Ken Starr was he was, I don't know, I can't remember what position he was, but I think he was Speaker of the House or something, I'm not sure what he was, but he was the GOP representative, and he was lead investigator to the impeachment of Bill Clinton. And he did was, because the thing is, they were mad because Bush lost to Clinton in the re-election. George W. Bush did. Now, they were looking for a reason, because the Republicans have been trying to control the presidency forever. I mean, we've only had very few Democratic presidents because it's primarily, if you look at the history of this country, they've been mostly Republican presidents, but either bad Republicans from the racist Republicans, or they've been Bush Republicans with, of course, with Trump now running in office. But he tried to get Clinton impeached with the Monica Lewinsky scandal. But during this time, Al Qaeda was considered to be the world's most deadly terrorist organization, because in '93 they had the first World Trade Center bombing, which killed 6 people and injured like 150. Because
I remember that.
Yeah, they had those two, I think, 500-pound bombs blow up that parking lot.
And that was underground, wasn't it?
And underground. There were the 2 truck bombs, the 500-pound bombs. Two trucks were exploded in the parking garage. Okay, well, before this will tie into the Clinton side in a second. To deviate the media from the Monica Lewinsky scandal, Clinton then, this is something that people need to understand too. Clinton, Hillary and Bill Clinton are, like Biden, both Democrats, are proud Zionists. They are proud Zionists.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this is the thing too, Netanyahu was in his first 4 years as the Prime Minister of Israel, and the only reason why he became Prime Minister of Israel is because it is alleged and rumored, I'm going to use alleged in all caps, that he had something to do with the assassination of then PM Yitzhak Rabin.
I heard that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So my guess is this, my educated guess is this. Clinton, Netanyahu, and Hillary, the Clintons had a problem, and what ended up happening was right after Clinton ordered airstrikes to target Osama bin Laden, but this was after, in 1998, the U.S. Embassy in Nairobi, Kenya was bombed. That killed 288 people. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes. So if you look at the timing of everything, scandal, terrorism, U.S. attack on terrorist targets, quote unquote. If you look at everything now, with Iran, Hezbollah, Hamas, and of course the Israel connection, now you bomb Iran.
Mm-hmm. I see what you're saying.
I got you.
Yes, it's almost, but the key element here is Israel. That's the key denominator. The key denominator.
Yeah.
Because for the longest time, Netanyahu's been winning the war of Iran. He's been winning the war of Iran since '95, and it took him 31 years, but now he's kind of got it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
and he's got the perfect pawn, because
I
will still say that he has videos of Trump from the Epstein files, from doing stuff with little kids. I'm telling you, that motherfucker has videos, and that's the reason why, he's just falling in line. Like I said before, Trump is compromised. He's compromised, and whatever Israel has is far worse than whatever Iran had. And this is, this is what's happening. And again, on top of this, even though he shouldn't be able to, and that's what kills you. People, the rules, ain't nobody give a fuck about the rules anymore, okay? He's gonna try to use this war, because that's what it's gonna be. It is, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna use what's going on with Iran to try to fuck with the midterms. And he's using it to further distract from the Epstein files. And it's fucking wild to me that it's wild to me that people, especially white Americans, are just getting up and going to work every day, are just going on. Like, this shit is not fucking insane. Like, what the fuck? Like,
they accept white supremacy benefits. That's the reason why they're doing this. I mean, that's the only excuse to it, because they were up in arms. You gotta understand something. When Obama was running this country, when he was president, there was at least 7 credible assassination plots against him. And when I say credible, that means they had logistics, they had planning, they had people, they had weapons, and money was paid out to hitmen or hit squads to take him out. I'm not talking about the people online who say, "Oh, kill that motherfucker," whatever. That was like happening like 300 times a day, nonstop. But they stopped. They foiled 7 credible assassination plots against the Obama and his family.
Yeah. And that's what I said. And that's what.
And Trump, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. I'd end this. Trump had his staged. Both of his assassination plots were staged.
Oh,
by bad actors.
Absolutely. And this is punishment. Everything that's going on right now is the punishment that we dared to have one of our people as president. We dared to have, we had the audacity to be the president of the United States. So now they're making sure that we, quote unquote, know our place, which then goes back to what Byron was saying this week and last week about how we as the Black community have to come together. And we need to, in a way, it's a weird term to use. I mean, y'all know my husband's white as shit, but we need, in a way, to self-segregate. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna find the few Bills, that's my husband's name, out there. But at the end of the day, as a community, we need to rely on and wrap our arms around each other, because I'm really sorry, this shit is not going to die with Donald Trump. You understand? Like the racism, all this shit in this country was like this well before Trump, and it's going to be like that well after. And you know, we're not we're not here to change individual mindsets, right? We're here to change the system. But there has to be a day where we have to reconcile with the fact that the system ain't never going to work for us unless we bring it down completely. And if that isn't going to happen, then we need to build our own separate system, and we need to start operating within that.
Oh yeah, it's like but the whole thing is simple. You want people, if you're going to have universal gun control, every Black person should have a gun. I guarantee you, every Black person had a gun control. Am I right or am I wrong?
You are hitting the nail on the head there, brother. All right, yeah. You know, because you know those gun laws that are the right to bear arms don't apply to us. The only arms we can bear are arms that are attached to our body, and even those are considered.
Even now, it's at risk. You better watch out.
Exactly.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
So, Marcus, do you want to introduce Byron and I and the audience our next segment? Which is, and we have a new name, so I'm going to have you do it. I want you to tell us what's today's segment called.
Yes. The weekly awards of, if you're a candidate of this, that means you did some work. This week's What Sauce of the Week is a special. It's called Menage a Twat. We have a three-peat. We have 3 people. We have a train, folks. We have a train going on. A train of twat. A twat twain, if you want to call it that. A twat train. The conductor of this train, none other than John Davidson. Don't care about your Tourette's. Don't care about your Tourette's. John Davidson.
We don't care.
Don't care about your Tourette's.
You're still a twat.
Don't care about your Tourette's. You're still a twat. You're still not going to be. You're still not going to be the best British actor in your own country. You're still going to be in the peanut gallery. Enjoy, conductor John Davidson. You are twat sauce of the week.
Like
We're
not cheesy. We're not cheesy.
Now, the sleeping car, you know, where you sleep in, is the middle. That's going to go with the surprise candidate, because no matter how much Trump messes up this country, you got the most unqualified, the most airheaded, the most bimbo press secretary known to the human civilization. Her name is Caroline Leavitt, the biggest trick in Washington right now. She is literally only good for knowing what's on her grocery list.
Can I interject right quick?
Go for it.
When you see her on the podium and you see her face, That is the poster child for racist bitch, right there.
Exactly.
When I tell
Exactly.
you, when I said this last week, when you go ahead and you make a point, and they know the point is right, and they start getting upset, he is the definition of that.
Most
The
definitely.
definition, because they call Trump out in her press room, and she gets upset. I'm like, your head is so far up Trump's ass. You're actually a black woman now. Brown.
Yep. She's honorary black. She's honorary black. Honorary black. Hey, I told him to call Karen Levitt. She's honorary black because she is literally so full of shit. She changes color.
I can't even listen to her whenever I listen to her talk. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie.
I sit there, and when angry white folks that are racist get upset when you call them out on their bullshit, she is the prime example of that.
Yeah, she is.
I agree. That's why she's in the sleeper car. She's in the middle because, again, menage a twat. Number two, because she is a piece of shit. Caroline Levitt, you are menage a twat, twat sauce of the week. But now you have the caboose. You have the rear end of the car, and the rear end means you have the ass of the car, and the biggest asshole of the week is Quakertown's Pennsylvania's police chief, who believes in attacking children, staging a walkout against ICE terrorists, and actually put a young girl in a chokehold, like in an MMA cage octagon pay-per-view. Brian McElree, that's capital M, lowercase c, capital ELREE. Brian McElree, police chief of Quakertown, PA, who has still put all those students, 5 students, in juvenile detention for a week, put them on house arrest, and had them charged with his dumbass DA for felony aggravated assault on police. Come get me. How can you get a felony aggravated assault on police when you're the one in a chokehold? Anyway, Brian McElree, you are the third member of this menage a twat. You are the caboose. You are a piece of shit. Your badge don't mean nothing. And I called your city manager twice this week. And if he has no balls to do something, guarantee you, people are going to hear about this, and you're going to be the next person on probably some talk show involving your actions. Maybe Dr. Rashid Ritchie will catch on this on Undisputable, I mean. But my friend, you are now this week's, you're famous, you're twat sauce too of the week. So all three of y'all,
Twat sauce.
all three of you all, John Davidson, Caroline Levitt, and please change mine, Brian McElree, because you're the only one with the fucking title. You're all three twat sauces of the week. You're menage a twat. Get the fuck out of here. Go get deployed somewhere. Go take a plane to Pluto somewhere. Don't care. Get the fuck out of our faces. Twat sauces of the week.
I guess, man, I didn't know that you can catch a charge for assault, man. You can assault somebody with your neck. I didn't know you can do that. I didn't know I could hit somebody with my neck, man. I mean, that's
Hey, man.
Dude, we assault
man,
people with subs, remember? It was his brother with the sub who got shot. I mean, we are one of, you know, the Pope. Oh, my Lord. Shit. I was saying, though, I can't.
Yeah.
I
Twat
can't.
sauce of the week. Twat sauce of the week.
Question for you, though. So, Marcus, when you talk about this shit, and especially when you bring up the fucking, like my daughter says, the slots, not the pigs, but the slots. When you bring up the slave patrol, and my audience listens, and they get really pissed off, and they want to do something, what can they do? How can they help?
Okay. This is a solution-based conversation because we have two really brilliant minds. I just contribute. We could say 3 brilliant minds. That's fine. Top tier minds. We have top tier solutions. So this is another thing you can add, Jackie. Add top tier solutions to life problems, to combating white supremacy. So this could be a separate thing that you could do on your page. Top tier solutions. Okay, you want to do that?
I got it. Let's do it. We'll write that shit in.
Okay, top tier solutions. You need
to do a top tier quick solution though, because I only got 5 minutes left.
Okay, we'll do. I'll do quick though. Get on the phone, call your police department, wait on the line, go to operator, go ask for the police chief, go ask for anybody, leave a voicemail if you can't get a hold of folks. And if they try to dodge you, go to call the city council. I called the Quakerstown City Council city manager and told him about this. You have to hit them where it hurts, and that's the people who are paying them to do their job. Because when they hear enough people, then someone's going to get called to the office. I guarantee you that police chief got a call from the city manager saying, "Why is this guy from Iowa calling my ass about your action?" You got to make them have a bad day. Make them have to explain themselves. Well, I don't know how you got a hold of this, and I don't know whatever. I said, so what'd you do? You make them have to you make them put them on the lamp. You make them have to go and be questioned and interrogated by people who are paying them to do their job. And you call them, and you put that number up on social media, and you call them. You bury them with all these complaints from around the country, and eventually they'll put the complaint themselves because people want peace. White people especially want peace, and if you disturb their peace, they get angry.
Preach. I love it.
You issue complaints to these officers. You make sure that you document everything. And like Jackie and me and Byron agree, if those things fail and people are definitely violating you, then be creative. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Be creative.
Yep.
And what kind of peace white people like, man? They like the peace, the fact that they want to stay as racist as possible and nobody calling them out on their shit. So that's how they stay peaceful. When you start calling them out, they be like, oh, that disturbs their peace. When you go ahead and get them to crawl from up under their damn rock that they, kind of show them for who they really are.
Most definitely. Every black person who is a victim of police brutality, misconduct, racism, and all that, if the survivors or themselves need to have a number through the city council that they got abused in. If you can't reach the police station, you call the city council. Someone that city council is going to get pissed off enough to call whoever they need to call, an alderman or something like that, to say, hey, why am I getting calls from these people about your police behavior?
So I think
Take it up the ladder. Go ahead.
No, I love it. I love this conversation, and I think when listening to you talk about this, I threw this up before, and I'm sure people have missed it, but I gave people when you call and make a report to the police, and you're reporting something, or asking questions about a case. What's a dialogue that you could follow? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fucking resurface that shit, and I'm going to make a nice Substack article on that, so that way people will actually have a guide of what they can do when, an activist like myself or like you come out and say, hey, we need your help. I mean, usually when I do that, I give you a play-by-play, but I think it's nice for people that have one. So I think I'm going to do that.
Exactly.
Okay, I only got 2 minutes left, so I'm going to have to blow through some of the last parts here. But y'all, so it is the last day of Black History Month, and Black History Month has been weird this year. I've been really focused on our people. I saw all the booger shit going around. I mean, white people be flicking their boogies all over us this fucking month, and I don't know what the hell is in the water, but what I will say is I didn't focus on it, I focused on us. And so all month, what I was trying to do is show you something simple and undeniable, which is that Black innovation is the backbone of modern life, and without our brilliance, the world would still be standing still. You understand? So what we're going to do is I'm going to do a quick recap to remind all y'all motherfuckers out there what Black hands have built, shaped, engineered, and imagined into this world. And as far as I'm fucking concerned, any motherfucking racist ass piece of shit white person, y'all shouldn't be using any of this shit. And this list isn't even comprehensive. It doesn't even have everything. So buckle the fuck up. Traffic lights, gas masks, elevators that open themselves, home security systems that watch everything, caller ID and call waiting, the super soaker, blood banks, refrigerated trucks that keep food alive, potato chips, yeah, really, clothes dryers, lawnmowers that actually work, automatic gear shifts, ice cream scoops, the pacemaker technology, color PC monitors and gifts, video game cartridges. That's the reason why consoles exist. You're welcome. Laser cataract surgery tools, iron board upgrades, folding cabinet beds, mailboxes that don't leak, stethoscopes improvements, the real McCoy lubricator, crop rotation systems that saved agriculture, thermoelectric air conditioning, synthetic cortisone, gas furnace designs, the microphone inside almost every fucking phone, 3D graphics text, portable fax machines, light bulb filaments that actually lasted, and that's not comprehensive. You're fucking welcome. From the moment that you wake up to the moment you go to sleep, you are walking through Black excellence. You understand that? We carry your whole motherfucking day. Never, ever forget it. And don't stop talking about Blackness after this month. Keep doing it. Follow me with Jackie's Academy. That's literally all my academy is about. Okay? That's all it's about. But keep celebrating, keep talking. Next month, I'm pivoting because it's Women's History Month. But you know who I'm going to talk about? No fucking white women. I don't give a shit about white women. I don't give a shit about no boogity fucking white women. I'm going to focus on Black women. That's what I'm focusing on in March. Shit. I don't give a shit.
We're gonna be.
Yeah, now I don't elevate white.
Right
I don't elevate mediocre white women. I don't give a shit what the fuck you did. You didn't do nothing. All right. So I'm out of time, but I want to end tonight with a poem, and this poem was written by Marcus. And it is called, I Just Want to Live. I just want to live in peace and watch apples grow on trees and to taste the bitter and sweet while sitting underneath dew-soaked leaves. I just want to live beyond this spring, outlast the fall, escape old man winter's sting, and enjoy a freedom in summer. Marcus.
Way to end it.
Thank you, Byron. Thank you, Marcus, for coming on Jackie Yaps A Lot.
Thank you all. It's a wonderful time.
Always.
This show is sick. It's getting bigger, and we're going to keep coming back. Byron, you're welcome on whenever the fuck you want. All right? And yeah.
You just let me know, and I'm there.
All right. Well, I hope you all enjoyed today's show. Make sure you head over to YouTube tomorrow, that you subscribe, that you watch this video. Tell everybody about Jackie Yaps A Lot. If you have not subscribed yet, go over to Instagram, follow Byron, subscribe to Marcus, do all of that shit. Pay Black people, give us your motherfucking money, and have a great fucking rest of your week. That part. Bye, y'all.
All right, peace out.
Laters.